back to my channel. So this is class number 6 of my Canva playlist. So in today's video, we're going to learn about 15 top apps in Canva which could help you enhance your design. You can even go over here, you can even go on apps over here. You can find many apps, or if you have already opened a design, like if you have already opened a design, like like a custom design, if you've already opened and you want to get apps, you can go over here. You can go over here in the projects panel, and over here is the apps, and you can even get from here, like these, you can get apps from here too. So let's dive into it. First of all, I'm going to click apps over here, and then I'm going to search for TypeExtrude. This is app number 15. TypeExtrude. Let's search for it, and here it is. It adds depth to and dimension to your text. Let's use in a new design. Let's use a custom size 1080. 1080. Let's create new design. You can add your text over here, like I'm gonna write 15 Fs. Let's just type over here this. I'm gonna keep the font as it is, and then I'm gonna get a 3D effect over here. You can even see the preview over here. Let's make a dimension of it, and let's put the capacity. Let's make the color black, and let's make the font color yellow. Alright, so this is our preview. Let's add it to design. Now it's over here. I'm gonna upscale it like that, so it's kind of really cool. So let's move on to the app number 14. Let's go over here in the apps panel. Let's search for font frame. Alright, let's enter and take the first one. And then what you're gonna do is, like, I'm gonna type in here travel, and I'm gonna write the T in capital. Let's add a font. I love this Transformers movie, and I want to change the inside image. You can go in elements, and I'm gonna write beach over here. I'm going to photos. I'm gonna take this photo right over here, and I'm gonna go in apps again. I'm gonna go in font frame, take the same as it is. I'm gonna select this image and use selected image. And now it has taken my selected image. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna delete this, and then you can even change the outline. I'm gonna add it to design. So voila, it's here. So you can explore font frame also. It's kind of really cool. Now let's move on to app number 13. App number 13 is basically Liquify. Before moving on to Liquify, you need to search for a random portrait. Let me search for a portrait. Sorry if the spelling's wrong. And I guess it's wrong. Now let's take a random image like this one. Let's resize it a bit. And okay. Now I'm gonna go over here, down over here. You can even search in the apps panel. I'm gonna go over here. I've already selected. If you're gonna select your image, then only it's gonna access you. If you don't select, it's gonna tell you a notification select an image to apply effects. I'm gonna select it, and there are multiple effects you can apply to your image, which are like super funny. This is kind of super funny. I'm gonna save it and look at my really funny portrait. You can use Liquify too much. Now let's add another image and add another page. And the app number 12 is using Mesh Gradient. Mesh Gradient I've already selected. You can even search in the apps column. Let's search it. Mesh Gradient. Ash gradient. Here it is. You can make your custom gradient background to it. I'm gonna choose like a kind of purplish like this. I'm gonna go over here and take a lighter tone. And I'm gonna come over here somewhat like this. I'm gonna take something like this. You can randomize the position of your template. And then if you're like happy with your gradient, then you can add to design and it will make you a background. Now let's move on to app number 11. App number 11 is Frame Maker. You can make your custom frames through it, like moving the points around. I'm gonna make a custom frame like this one. You can do like customize it the way you want. It's up to you. Alright, I've chosen this. Then you can add it to design. You can resize it. Do it like this. And then you can do is go in the elements panel. And I'm gonna again let's search for ocean this time. I'm gonna apply this over here. Alright, and I'm gonna change my background to this color or maybe this color. Let's apply this kind of color. Okay. So this is for frame maker. It basically you can make your own custom frame by your own. The next app is TypeCraft. Now let's move on to TypeCraft. Oh, here it is. Now, and basically in TypeCraft, what you can do, like, I'm gonna write something like 15 apps. Let's start something like this. I'm gonna change the font. I'm gonna choose this font and I'm gonna like 4-star bold 1, 2, 3. And you can you can change the way your image is, like you can then add it to design. I'm gonna change my color of the background to plain white and then you can resize it. So this is called typecraft. You can like explore it more. I'm gonna click on animate. Now what I do, I'm gonna find a blur image and I'm gonna come back to you after finding an image. I have found this blur image. It's kind of little blur. Now what we're gonna do is gonna find image Upscaler. Now if you don't find these apps over here, you need to probably search over here in the apps column. I'm gonna search over here, image, Upscaler, over here. Now it's gonna load. You have to choose the first one and now you're gonna go back and I'm gonna choose this image and then I'm gonna upscale it. Now it have created an upscale. Now I'm gonna replace it with that. So voila. Isn't it too much clearer than before? So let's move on to our app number 8. So our next effect is screen. Let's go over here. Let's go over here and search for a portrait. Like let's search for again a portrait. And I'm gonna go in photos. I am gonna choose this one for now. I'm gonna resize it a bit. I'm gonna resize it. And there's an app named Magic Expand. If you click go away and add it and click on this over here. If you go over here, Magic Expand, whole page expanded. So it created me this image. It's kind of really nice. So now let's go over here to our screen. So here's my app screen. You can even search in the apps column. Now, what does it do? It creates like a screen image type of effect. Like this also, and like this. More appropriate, I thought it was like this one. It was creating more of shade. You can even do like some settings like these. You can do setting like these. And like this, like you can do it like this. Alright, so it created a screen texture on this one. So let's move on to the app number 7. App number 7 is basically Mouckup. First of all, I'm gonna go up here in the apps column, and then I'm gonna search over here Mouckup. Mockups can pretty much help you so much. I'm gonna come here and you can choose any mockup. I'm gonna, for suppose, choose this mockup over here. I'm gonna resize it. I'm gonna resize it till the background. Now what I'm gonna do is go in the elements column and I'm gonna search for a random logo. Let's find a logo. I like this logo. I'm gonna search over here and I'm gonna move it up above the frame of the mockup. Alright. So it basically created a mockup and it's kind of really real and I like it. So now let's move on to the app number. So our app number 6 is Trippy. Let's go over here. It's like an awkward name. Let's go in apps and search for here Trippy. And this one will you find. And I'm gonna take the same image from let's go in the elements like you can see from the recents. I'm going to take the same image again. Okay, I took the same image. Now I'm going back to my apps. I'm going to choose Trippy. And basically Trippy creates an effect glitch type of effect. You must have seen these type of effects. I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to move it like this. I'm going to do it like this. And I'm gonna shift the angle like this. I'm gonna create a jitter effect a little low. Not that much. Okay, so you can even solarize it, but I pretty much don't want to do it. Now I'm gonna save this one. And let's move on to the app number 5. Let's move on to our app number 5, which is Tracer. Now, basically in Tracer, you can trace your mail, but first of all, I need to go back on the elements. I'm gonna search for a person jumping. I'm gonna go in Graph Photos. And I'm gonna take this image right here. So this is my image. I'm gonna go in the apps column. I'm gonna search over here Tracer. And I'm gonna take this one. And I'm gonna full color. You can even do black and white, but I better prefer full color for a colorful image. You can trace your image. So this is my traced image. I'm gonna add it to design. I'm gonna delete this one and I'm gonna add this one rather. And look, it basically replaced the image and traced it with a colorful one. Like you can add more details. Well, for now, let's move on to app number 4. So our app number 4 is Choppy Crop. So first of all, let's go in the apps and let's search for Choppy Crop. I'm gonna search Choppy Crop. I'm gonna search for this one. But before you move on to this, let's be on the same image and I'm gonna take this one over here. Let's resize it according to the page. Now I'm gonna go back to my apps panel. I'm gonna take Choppy Crop. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna make some points on over here. You have to make points like these. I'm fast forwarding the video. So this is done. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna add it to design. Now basically what it does, you can do these type of effects in your image. You must saw these type of effect in your image or cartoon or whatever thumbnail. So this was app number 4. Let's move on to the app number 3. So our app number 3 is Lottie. But before we move on to Lottie, let's go in elements and take a city. I want to go in graphics. I'm gonna take this or maybe this one. I'm gonna resize it till the image background. Got this background. Now what you're gonna do is go in the apps column. You're gonna search for Lottie Animations. You're gonna click on the first one. And this is Lottie. You can search for any type of animation you want. I'm gonna search for, walking. And I'm gonna click on enter. So I'm gonna choose this animation. So Lottie is kind of like you can use some type of animations in your video. I'm gonna background remove it. Alright. Maybe it's uploading. Now I'm gonna remove it. It's kind of like this. I'm gonna go in animate, drag your image. I know it's kind of looking like I'm doing that same video, but it's the part of the video. So Lottie animations can be used for many type of animation. So let's move on to the app number 2. Our app number 2 is Type Gradient. Type Gradient. So here it is. Now I'm gonna open it. So this is over here. So I'm gonna keep it as it is, this style. I'm gonna change the colors. Like I'm gonna make something like a little pinkish. A little pinkish. Alright. You can even change these lines like from where you want to start your gradient and like that. Well, I'm gonna reset the position. And you can even choose radial. Well, I'm gonna keep it linear and I'm gonna add it to design. Voila. Isn't it looking good? So let's move on to app number 1. So this is our last app. So let's move on to it. So our last app is equals to Colorize. So I found this image, like it's black and white. So now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go in the apps panel. I'm gonna search Colorize, and then I'm gonna click on enter. You're gonna choose the first one, and then I'm gonna colorize it. So now it's colorizing my image. I have selected this image over here. Then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go in image colorize. Let's find it. Here it is. And then I'm gonna colorize my image. Doesn't it look amazing? Like it colorized my flower. You can also use the app Colorize. So we'll keep up this video and meet you